Yeah, U3, live from the underground.
Yo, it's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune in to U3 Underground and Signing Unknown. And we have a guest all the way from Louisiana, TJ Amerkhani, in the building. What up?
Yeah, y'all know what's up. Lotto Game, Roster Vibes Productions, repping. How you doing?
Well, technically, you have three artist names. What made you want to have three instead of just one?
Well, it started out as a journey. Roster Boy T, it came from a time where I was going through a per se reincarnation state. I was real big into Rastafarianism and everything like that. So I used to have the dreadlocks and stuff. As time progressed, whenever I started to go through a bunch of tragic things in life and stuff like that, that's whenever I came up with the name of Lido. Lido to me means that I am the light of their lives. And hold on, I'm the light of their lives. And dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, but it's basically I take all the dark things in life, and I basically bring them to the light.
Okay.
Where Lido came from, and after that, I went through another transition. I ended up cutting off my dreads and stuff like that, and I started to get into Muay Thai and other things to kind of channel everything that was going on, and that's where I came up with the name TJ Amerkhani.
So when you came up with your new name, the TJ name, what made you stay with the other names and not just let them go?
I mean, honestly, it's all a part of my life. I mean, everything that happened, it's what made me who I am today. Those two names, Rasta Boy T and Lido, that's what made TJ Amerkhani. It's those journeys that I took. Each way I look at it as life is a journey. So it's just it comes in phases and other things of that nature. So I think those two are a big significant part of why TJ Amerkhani is here now.
How do you know when to use what name?
Really, it's a vibe. It's a vibe for me. It depends on what I'm listening to, the people that I'm around, that I'm working with, and stuff like that. It's a vibe, and usually that side of me comes out. So like usually if I'm on reggae, Afro beats, or something like that, I'm listening to vibes like that. That's gonna enlighten Rasta Boy T, and that's a side of me where I only speak based on what he knows, and based that side of me. And like more spiritual, down to earth, and political things, that's Lido. That brings out a more soulful attachment to me. I really spit things that I really feel, and things that like affect me, that's going on in the world. Like that's where Lido comes from. Now Mirkani, he's more. I'm at the point now to where I can do reggae and stuff like that, and I can do more soulful and that more heartfelt music. I just want to focus on now being more better with my punchlines, or being more effective, making more hits, that people can kind of vibe to, relate to, instead of having everything just be so serious, you know what I'm saying?
Do we ever get all three on one album or one mixtape or no?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Actually, the Three Faces of Truth. This is an album that I'm dropping. I pushed it for September, but it's not gonna happen in September, so I had to push it back. The date is to be assigned later. But
Yeah.
yeah, Three Faces of Truth. That's all three of them in one album. Yes, ma'am. I've been working on that since January of 2020.
Got you. Now, did it get pushed back because the storm that's coming right now and the COVID?
Well, not more so of the storm. There was a lot of personal family issues that came amongst, and it just kind of affected my time being
Yeah.
spent working on the album, and doing promotions and stuff like that. So it kind of messed up my vibe and perspective on, how my music should, should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How has COVID been treating you? You still working on music during COVID?
Yeah, I actually invested in my own studio, instead of
Nice.
other studios, and spending money and being around other people in fear of contact. So I actually invested in a studio, and I've been spending my time recording in my studio. And whenever I needed a mixer mastering something that I couldn't do within my own studio, I would send them off, and I'd get my other engineers or somebody to help fix it up for me as well.
Tell me a little bit about Wasta Vibes Productions. What is that?
Rasta Vibes Productions, it is a complete vibe. It's like Rasta Vibes is a family to me. That's the way that I see it. Everybody has their own vibe. The way that they speak their nature on the music and stuff like that. It's really welcoming arms to all cultures. All cultures of music, all forms of music. Because Rasta Vibes, we love to embrace positive energy.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. That's where Rasta Vibes come from. And Rasta Boy T, that's whenever I was Rasta Boy T, I came up with Rasta Vibes because I was a Rasta once upon a time, I believe. And, I was really focused on balance, positive energy, and I was deep in meditation and everything like that. So I was a real down to earth person then. And I mean, I still am. It's just like I said, it's just a piece of me.
Now, earlier you mentioned that you cut your dreads because you was going through a time in your life and you wanted a fresh new start. But I see that you're growing them back. So are you going to cut them again, or are you just going to grow them back?
Oh no, I'm here now. I'm fully replenished. So like the journey has restarted, and I'm just looking forward to it. So now the dread's not going nowhere after this.
Now, being that you live in Louisiana, are you from Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am.
So being that you are from Louisiana, I noticed that the way you describe your music, you don't make the typical Louisiana music. So
Right.
does that make you stand out, or does it make it harder for people to want to listen to your music?
I believe it's harder for me to connect with people in my city, most definitely. I really find that my attractions come from other states.
Yeah.
Um, most people, I'm not trying to downplay none of the people in the area or anything like that, but most of the vibe out there is hype club bangers
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's more upbeat
Bounce
type,
music.
right? That bounce music, exactly. And I mean, it's in me, but I just don't see what everybody else see. I have a different vision,
Yeah.
and I'm not more so affected by the people that hate on my music, or that just think like, hey, you don't know like where's the vibe at, where's the bounce at, and stuff like that. I don't really let those things affect me. I'm real in tune with me.
Being around it so much, how do you not give into peer pressure? How do you not how do you
I'm,
stay your ground? Because it can be kind of hard, right? Because that's
yeah,
what you do most of the time.
it can be, but it's all about the influence and also the circle. The people
Yeah.
that you decide that you want around you. I mean, you can go to a club and everything, and like I mean, I can go to a club and I can hear some Boosie or some Young Boy or somebody like that, and I can still vibe. And you know, that's just like home to me. That's just a culture. But as far as like the music style, that path isn't for me. That's not my route. I think God placed me here for a bigger purpose, and I don't think that I should just perform and have just clubs and stuff. Just be a local person. I'm
Yeah.
trying to spread my music to the world as well as touch them and have them relate to my culture and the places that I come from in the way that I see the world.
Yeah. Well, since that you put the mix that you put your project back the release date, are we gonna be releasing some singles in between then or
Oh
not?
yes, actually just released a single. It's called Missing Pieces.
What is that
Um,
about? Tell us a little bit about that.
So, in life, you feel, you come to this standpoint to where everything is starting to fall into place. You're playing your cards right, and you just got to make this decision to whether, you want to go out and just be you, or you just want to sit there and marinate on it a little bit. So I feel like I'm at a point in my life to where there's just something that I'm missing. You know, I feel like I'm here to a certain standpoint. I'm good where I'm at, but I feel like I'm missing something. There's something that I'm not doing. So missing pieces kind of brings that in. Like it's just my mind thinks about like a thousand things. It's constantly running. So like there's just a lot of it's hard to focus on one thing when there's just a vast majority of ideas and inspiration and everything like that that's just coming to you. So sometimes whenever you have a lot of information coming to you, sometimes you miss valuable keys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know if you got caught up in Katrina, but Katrina had hit Louisiana, then the COVID, and now another storm is coming. So, man, how are you handling that? And are we gonna get any of that in your music?
I made one recently about it's called COVID-19, and COVID-19 pretty much reflects my issues, my viewpoints and my standpoints on everything that's going on. I really felt like it was just something that was, this isn't. I feel like this is like low key man made. What's going on out here and how everything's being released. Because like I seen this video earlier this year. They had dropped a movie called COVID-19, basically called COVID-19, in I think it was China or Japan.
Yeah, I heard about
And
that.
it was basically exposing, it's kind of reflecting on like what's going on now. But the hurricanes, it's a natural disaster. I thought about making something like Through the Storm or anything like that, but there's a lot of through the storms and stuff. So I just if I do make something
But
like
there's
that,
not a through the storm through your eyes, though.
I understand
You
that.
can always title it something different, but
Yeah, that's what
through your eyes, like what you've been through your eyes. So,
So yeah, that's kind of a plan. I'm just wait like I just wait for it to come to me.
yeah,
Every song that I make, I always see a vision, so I can literally make a music video to any song that I've recorded. I'm a visual person, and I learn through what I see and what I feel.
have you been working on any music videos during this COVID time?
Well, we did drop a music video. It was called Lies. Not Lies. We did drop a music video called Lies though. But this one was just like a freestyle. We had recently got some new programs and plugins and stuff like that. So we just dropped the music video with the freestyle just to see how everything would come out. But we have we have three of them in the works right now, most definitely.
Okay.
Including Rebel.
How'd you get into photography and graphics and all that other stuff that you do? Because you do a lot.
Yeah. Well, with photography is mainly because I'm going to school for wildlife biology as well. So I have a thing for animals and catching a iconic moment. You know what I'm saying? So like I just went on and I would like take pictures of animals if I see like birds from bird watching, or if I see like some kind of a coyote or something out there in Louisiana. I can't try to catch an action picture of that or something like that. So,
Yeah.
since I was doing music, I was like, well, I mean, I can't just do music. I might as well expand my thought process. And so I was just like, I'm gonna just do photography. And that's whenever I just started the photography. I'm actually working on building a page for my photography line as well.
That's
It's
good.
gonna be
Well,
shot
hopefully you
right
get
up.
some shots in Atlanta, while you're down there and get
Oh,
some.
most
I
definitely.
won't say get shot to the storm. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But if you get shot to part of the storm, that'd be kind of dope too. But don't hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I'm planning on shooting a couple videos out here, and I'm planning on hitting the studio, um, just to go record this one song because I need a lot more than what I have in my studio to record this one.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
What's one main thing that you learned so far since recording yourself? And I'm not just talking about like production wise, but just what have you learned since recording yourself? Like patience, time, like what have you learned?
Most definitely, patience is one of the major things, as well as growth. growth. I've grown so much, and I'm not even just talking about from listening to music, but like or recording music. Like I said, it's a big journey. It's a big journey for me. So I really feel like I've grown a lot. I've become a better man as well. Um, I'm not as I don't trip as much and I don't stress as much as I used to. Like, hey man, I gotta get in the studio and record this so I can drop this on this date and everything. Or I don't put big expectation on all of my music anymore. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the big one. This is gonna be the banger or something like that. You know, I just I just go in there and I say what I feel. So I feel like I've grown up as an artist, most definitely.
Well, thank you, Mr. TJ Amerkhani, for stopping by U3. You know, it's a pleasure to meet dope young artists who's doing their thing. You're like the fourth artist from Louisiana on my show since I've been doing this video thing during quarantine. So, you know,
Oh
Louisiana
yeah,
always
that's
support me. So that's dope. But before we let you go, let people know where they can check you and your music out. Give us all your links.
Okay, so we have our website, which is www.leidorvp.com, and that's www.lidorvp.com. Instagram, you can holler at me on at wiseking.rvp. And our business page is leido.rvp_. Most definitely. And you can also check me out on Spotify, YouTube. You can type in Lido. That's Leido. I'm also open to any features, any collaborations, anything like that. I'm looking for more vibes and, to see what inspires other people. So most definitely, y'all just come my way.
You heard it straight from his mouth. Make sure you go ahead and check him out on Instagram. Check out the website. Check out his music. You will not be disappointed. This is your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and I am signing out.